Hi, it's Juanita. Ciao, ciao, ciao. I made something for dinner. It starts with cabbage. This is roasted cabbage, fried sausage, pork sausage. It's Italian flavored. And I roasted the cabbage first, and then I cooked the pork sausage in the pan. And I came up with this. I also made ramen. So the ramen's on top and the vegetables are on the bottom. So if you would like to learn how to make this, stick with me and I'll show you how it's done. Hi, this is Juanita. I am getting ready to roast these thick slices of cabbage. I'm putting some seasoning on them, extra virgin olive oil, onion powder, coarse ground salt. This is garlic powder and black pepper. I'm gonna roast this at 350 degrees and then I'm gonna pull it out and add it to my ground pork sausage. If you are a cabbage lover like I am, you'll know that this cabbage is gonna be beautiful and sweet when it finishes roasting. I've got all the powdered onion and powdered garlic and cabbage and everything sprinkled on the cabbage. I'm just waiting for the oven to heat up. I set it at 350 degrees. I'm just gonna cook it until it's nice and soft. And then, like I was saying, add it to the ground pork. I'm going to cut up 2 heads of cabbage. It tends to shrink as you cook it up, so want to make sure there's enough cabbage for everyone as well as the meat. This is the sausage I'm going to use for the cabbage, mild Italian sausage. I'm adding this is the cabbage. It looks like it's about half done. So I'm just flipping it over so it can continue cooking is all. These pieces are pretty good size. This cabbage was rather large. I'm going to add just a little more seasonings on this side. I know I shouldn't leave the oven open. I should probably pull this completely out, but more onion, a little garlic. Stop my alarm. I had set it for 45 minutes for this batch at 350 degrees, and this is kind of where I'm at with this cabbage cut like this. Okay, ladies and gentle people, I'm going to go ahead and slide this back in here for another round, probably at least another 30 to 45 minutes at 350 degrees. And up here, we're just cooking up the onions and the garlic, and I had a little piece of cabbage I decided just to throw in this batch. Okay, here is the second cabbage. I'm going to slice it up so it'll be ready to go in just as soon as this other one is ready to come out. I just cut it thusly, see, about that thick. Oops. The first head of cabbage was almost twice as big as this one. So I just finish it up the best way you can. You can flip it on its side. Make your slices to the side like that. I know a lot of people remove this end part, but I just cut it in, or if I do remove it, I'll go ahead and cook it up with the rest of the cabbage, because it's sweet too when you cook it up. I decided to add a little bit of heat to the pork sausage. This stuff really isn't as hot as what you think it should be. This is, well, I know it says red hot, but ignore it. It's really good. Spices things up. I just took a peek at the cabbage in the oven, and it looks like it's coming along very nicely. It's still not quite ready to come out. I want to make sure I roast it long enough so that I've got those nice juices and sugar and everything out of the cabbage. Now, you do know that you need to wash the cabbage before you start cooking with it, like you normally would any vegetables or fruits. See, that one's looking really nice. And what I did was I peeled away the outer layers of the cabbage, and then I washed it up. I did end up putting a little more olive oil on this batch here. It just looks a little bit dry to me. Just use your own judgment, and it'll come out well. I've got another 30 minutes or so. And also I flipped my pan completely around because I had some hot spots on this particular one. So I'm gonna shove it back in, let her go a little longer. It looks like most of the cabbage is done. Stuff like this is well done. I'm just gonna transfer it over into the pot, and you see, this is well done. I'm gonna also simmer them a little bit in the pot too. So I'm gonna remove all the real wilted cabbage. You see how wilted that is? It's a little bit brown and stuff. Oops. This is the good stuff. See that? How soft it got. Now, if you'd rather, you can cut this up to more bite-sized pieces if you feel like that might be less difficult to handle. I'm going to remove all the rest of this, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the others in the oven as well. You can't tell me that this doesn't look delicious. Look at that brown cabbage. The meat's all down at the bottom. I'm going to mix it up here in just a second. I put another batch on to cook, and then I'll just add what's left here into this. That big thick piece that wasn't really quite cooked, I just cut it up into smaller pieces, and I'm going to cook it for a little bit longer. So this is the smaller second head of cabbage. I'm going to make this ramen, and I'm going to use these two flavorings. This one's powder, and this one is a chili oil, and they're both very, very good with ramen. And got the water boiling. Just cooking this up, only 3 minutes, and it'll be done and ready to season. Gotta take the rest of that cabbage out of the oven. It seems like the longer the cabbage cooks, the more delicious and flavorful it is. Look how nice and brown that cabbage got. I'm going to start by putting some of this chili sauce into this bowl. And a little bit of this seasoning in the same bowl. I just do this to taste. And I got these seasonings from Amazon. It came with a third one, which I can't remember what exactly it was called, but it was my favorite and I'm afraid I ate it all. Put a little bit of this ramen, well, that's a long one, into the bowl. Then I'm going to put some of the cabbage and pork sausage into another bowl, and I'm going to put the ramen on top. Okay, everything is all done and it's ready to eat. I cooked the ramen, all the vegetables and the sausage is cooked. I served myself a nice portion. So let's see first what the ramen tastes like. It's very spicy, very good. Then to balance everything out, down at the bottom, I have the meat and the vegetables. And you got to try cabbage roasted. It is absolutely delicious. That's good. This makes a really nice supper. Now you can make it with other kinds of meats, turkey, hamburger. I've tried it with chorizo and I didn't like it. But the hot meats, especially the hot Italian sausage, it was really good. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And you can watch all the stuff that I do a lot of stuff. I'm going to be making my weird sandwich again, another weird sandwich, so tune in. Love you all.
Talk to you later. Bye.